Keratin Complex Hair Treatment Anti-Frizz Acts as great product. Use as directed and make sure you are in a well-ventilated room. I definitely intend to keep using this and the other damila product. My hair looks and feels great. I found this after trying to actually purchase the basic product line. So glad I found this instead. Update 08/24/16. I did my second treatment and hair came out even better than the first time. You really do have to have your flat iron at 450 degrees or as close as you can to 450 degrees in order to get the desired results. Used my edge stick after flat ironing this time and it totally looks like I got a relaxer. I waited 7 days after applying the treatment before washing my hair. The results are great. I used the leave-in conditioner and the blowout spray. Don't even need to flat iron it and don't intend to. It's straight enough for me. I applied the hair serum and I am good to go. I am well on my way to the length I want and will not use additional heat or do any unnecessary manipulation of my hair. Great product. I intend to continue using it. MHD Professional Ceramic Hair Straightener Auto Shut Off Temp. First off, I was searching for a good hair straightener that doesn't cost me a lot of money. I have a curly, frizzy thick hair and needed a straightener that does the job in less time as possible. I do have 3 other brands of hair straighteners. They work good out of the box, but after a while of use, the heat doesn't do the job as much. I bought this product out of good reviews I have read on here. At first, I thought it cost under $40, I wasn't sure if it is any good, but trusting on the good reviews, so I got one. I have used this for about 3 weeks now. I am surprised that this works well for my hair. For the heat setting, I normally set it up to 375 and it works pretty good. I probably try to go up to the max and see how fast and how well it straightens my hair. The 375 is okay. I run it through my hair about twice and of course in sections. After straightening, my hair feels softer than my other older irons. We'll see in about few months from now. If it still works good, I will come back for more reviews. Thanks. SymbolLife Brush Hair Straightener, Instant Magic Silky Straight Hair. I got this straightener. It meet only my few requirements, not all. The temperature only go to high up to 230 Celsius and lowest 80 only. My most professional straightener temperature goes up to 350 Celsius. It works way better than my old straightener. It works great for just quick detangling your hair, but remember it takes little time to heat up. The whole purpose for this straightener is to distributing equal heats between the hair bangs. The bristles are soft and work easily with rough kind of hair like mine. The best thing about this product is come with long cord and extra soft bristle. I was sent this product in exchange for my honest and unbiased review. Lucky Fine Hairdressing Straightener Ceramic Hair Straightening Double Brush Comb. When I came across this, I was very interested in getting it so I could see it in person and really see what this was. When it arrived, I removed it from the clear package, and found that it is basically the same as a hair straightener, except you don't plug it in. I was a little skeptical because I've got extremely thick hair and using brushes like this usually don't work for me. I gave it a try and to my surprise it actually was very effective. With being able to hold it as tightly as you choose, it makes it so you're able to get it through your hair. You just put it at the top of your hair near the root and pull tightly down, followed by your hair straightener. To my pleasant surprise it actually worked very well. I'm usually not that talented in being able to brush and straighten at the same time, but this actually makes it quite easy. I think you'll be pleased with this invention. It's kind of cool. I was able to receive this at a discount in exchange for my unbiased review. NSV Hair Straightening Brush, Professional Detangling Hair Brush Hair. Amazing. I have struggled with my thick, wavy hair my entire life and had basically given up on straightening it because it took way too long. But this brush straightened all my hair in about 10 minutes, my arms did not get tired and sore, and I was not all sweaty and annoyed when I was finished. This is what success looks like, people. I went and ordered a second one for my teenage daughter who was cursed with the same texture of hair as I have because this brush is so amazing. Highly recommend it to anyone with hair that is not curly enough to wear it curly, but too curly to wear it straight. Sandwood Hair Straightener Comb Heating Brush. The item arrived super fast to my doorstep and was packaged well. When opening the product, I was a bit skeptical of how a heated hairbrush was going to straighten my hair. It literally looks like a regular pink hairbrush with buttons on the handle and a cord. The bristles are stationary of course and are very thick with rubberized tips. Out of curiosity, I ran the brush itself through my hair to see how it felt, and it was not very pleasant. I would not recommend trying this unless you just have really thick hair and need to thin out some excess. With the bristles being stationary, the rubber tips pretty much just yanked on my hair. Ouch. So I finally followed directions, and plugged the unit in and selected my desired temperature. The unit heated up quickly and was ready to use within minutes. Once the bristles were heated, running the brush through my hair was very smooth and effortless. I used small sections at a time, as I have very long hair. I was pretty impressed with how nicely it smoothed and straightened my hair. I kind of had this preconceived idea that I would be able to brush my hair like with a normal brush and it would magically be straight. Well, that's not quite how it works. You still have to do sections and go kind of slowly to get good results. As I said before, the bristles are not bendable, so you can't just whip the brush through your hair like you normally would. Anyhow, this product never promised to do any of those things, just my own creative imagination. The product really does do a great job at straightening my hair and is very easy to use. My only complaint is that the buttons are placed in a very inconvenient area on the handle so that when I'm holding it and running it through my hair, my hands will occasionally hit the buttons and either turn off the unit or alter the temperature setting. I suppose I could just adapt to holding it differently, and this does not affect the functionality or quality of the product. I would recommend it to others, as it's a very handy beauty tool that is easy and quick to use. I did receive this product at a discounted rate in exchange for my honest and unbiased opinion and review of the product. Update: I also used this on my 6-year-old daughter's hair, who has thick, curly, and somewhat coarse hair. It worked very well at straightening her hair as well. I am providing before and after photos for viewing. Celto Brush Hair Straightener, Instant Magic Silky Straight Hair. Straightening my hair can be such a hassle. I have the thinnest, finest, yet curliest hair ever. I use all kinds of conditioning creams, sprays, and heat-resistant protectants on my hair to keep it from being fried. I blow dry a lot, and I use my flat iron on my bangs. It takes too much time to tame the frizz of what I call hair to straighten the whole deal. I recently tried out the Celto brush hair straightener and honestly can't say anything negative about it. All I have to do is blow dry my hair, like I already do, and brush it out with the Celto brush. No more yanking a flat iron through this mane. The Celto brush has an awesome digital screen that is clear to read and also easily adjusted by the push of button. Adjustments to temperature can be made as well as turning power to the brush on and off. Full heat up time takes under 1 minute and the brush is ready to use. I work the morning shift at my office, so I have to be ready fast. I plugged in the brush before showering and let it sit on the counter, which was safe because only the bristles actually heat up. The insides of the bristles run through my hair with such ease I didn't have to use my detangling spray for once. The tips of the brush are soft and massage the scalp while using. I loved that. I also didn't have to worry about the tips burning my scalp or the sides of my head, which was a big relief because I burned myself numerous times with a typical flat iron. This is not your typical flat iron. Expect to see smooth, healthy straight hair while brushing and throughout the day after using. The cord of the brush can be folded together and wrapped up in the attached Velcro strap. Easy setup and easy cleanup. I would suggest using smaller pieces of hair in the brush than your normal brush so you get the maximum results. Also make sure your settings are higher or lower on temperature depending on how thick or coarse your hair is. I received this product at a discounted price in exchange for my honest and unbiased review. Celto Brush Hair Straightener, Instant Magic Silky Straight Hair. I'm very happy with the Celto hair straightener brush. It definitely met my expectations. The brush is great. It is easy to use. You can control the temperature in increments of 5 degrees Celsius. You can easily switch the display from Celsius to Fahrenheit by pressing both the temperature up and down buttons at the same time. The digital display tells you the heat setting and the exact temperature as it heats up. The rubber tips on the bristles and the outside bristles make it difficult to burn yourself by accident. It's not super heavy. It does take some practice to get good at using it. When I first started on my hair, I had no idea what strategy to use. I ended up taking large sections and smoothing those out. Then I split those large sections into small sections so I could get close to the roots. It took me a long time to get everything done to my satisfaction this first time, but I'm sure it will go faster next time since I know what I'm doing now. It took about 15 minutes to get through everything the first time, which would normally take about half an hour to get my entire head, which is still about half the time of a regular flat iron. I could speed up the process and get straighter hair by using a higher heat setting, up to 450 F. At least at this temperature, my hair wasn't as straight as I get it with a regular hair straightener, but I like the way it looked. It has just the slightest hint of wave to it, especially near the tips. My hair has a tendency to fluff up, but it wasn't too fluffy when I was done. It had just the right amount of body. It was still frizzy, but I expected that. My hair is frizzy most of the time. I was able to smooth down the frizz by using just a couple of drops of argan oil. I was satisfied with these results. I had to clean out my straightener brush when I was done. I shed excessively. So of course I had to pull a bunch of hair out of the brush, but I have to pull hair out of every brush I ever use. Oil in my hair left some residue on the straightener brush. It came off very easily. At least for me, this straightener brush does not require any more cleaning than any of my other heat stylers. My final thoughts are that this won't entirely replace my old straightener, but it will be a nice alternative. I still need my classic flat iron when I just want to fix my bangs and when I want my hair to be perfectly straight. This brush is great when I need to straighten my hair but still want a slight wave. Plus, it doesn't leave crimps like a regular straightener does if you accidentally hold it an angle for too long. It's just great to have another good option for doing my hair. Celto Brush Hair Straightener, Instant Magic Silky Straight Hair. Comparing this to my flat iron, 1. It's much safer to use, as easy as brushing your hair. You will not burn your scalp or face with this, the hard bristles prevent that contact. 2. Yes, it works well to straighten your hair. It works just as well as my flat iron, except for the very ends of the hair. If you want pin straight hair all the way down to the tips, you'll need the flat iron. Personally, I prefer this brush straightener over the flat iron. It gives it a more natural straight look. 3. This brush is more gentle on the hair than a flat iron. They run at the same temperatures, but the brush has less intense exposure. However, if you are in a hurry and need to dry your damp hair at the same time you straighten it, a wet to dry flat iron would be quicker since that steams and sizzles moisture out quickly. For frequent use, I'd recommend this brush over the flat iron. In either case, to prevent hair damage, always use a heat protectant spray on your hair before using any high heat product. 4. When using this brush, the quickest way to get fast straight results is to just slowly brush your hair as normal, both from on top and then from underneath. It also gives your hair a nice soft feel. 5. This brush gives the temperature in Celsius. Not a big deal, I usually run it at 204 C. It also has an auto shut-off for peace of mind. My only complaint is that since the power and heat up-down buttons are on the side of the handle, depending on how you hold the brush you will probably end up pushing the buttons by accident. Not a deal killer, but it is annoying. Compared to other heat brushes that are double the price for the same functions, I would buy this again. Ostless Hair Straightener Brush Electric Ceramic Straightening Brush Anti-Scald. Upon receiving this product, my first impressions were, wow, this looks weird, how is this thing supposed to work? I also had my doubts about how well it would work on African American non-processed hair. Because the temperature's maximum range was at least 100 C less than the previous straighteners I've tested. This straightener features a new design, a 6-level temperature range of 130 C to 200 C, and a 360 rotating cord. It heats up fairly quick, around 30 SEC to 1 minute depending on the temperature setting. I decided to test this product on an African American thick and kinky hair type. This straightener did an amazing job. In comparison to the 2 brush straighteners I've tested previously. First of all, I was able to get closer to the root, which in my opinion is crucial for straight styles. And simply for appearance purposes. Who wants straight ends with kinky roots? Beyond that, her hair came out pretty decent. I'd compare the end results to a blow dry with an accompanying light press. Press meaning. For silky or loose curl hair types, this product would work twice as well. This device is easy to power on. And it has illuminating lights to show what temperature it's on. With other straighteners in this category, I've had issues with accidentally pressing buttons whilst in use. This was no longer an issue. The straightener also has a safety cut-off feature, which I found to be a blessing and a curse. Sure, if you've forgotten to turn it off, fires will be prevented. However, it can be irritating, it turning off while you're sectioning your hair or applying product. There are a few things that could use improvement. A higher temp range and alert sound when it's about to shut down, and a bag or case for storage when not in use. Instructions for cleaning would also be appreciated. I was very impressed with this product. And I'm almost positive you will be as well. If you'd like to see my video review of this product, you can find it on my YouTube channel. Search Karel Kenan. I received this product at a discount for evaluation purposes. Hair Straightener Brush from Asave, a new generation faster heating. I was pleasantly surprised by this straightening brush. I didn't have super high hopes due to the very affordable price, but it actually works nearly as well as my Celto straightening iron, which costs over 4 times as much. For reference, I have dyed Asian hair with natural frizzy waves and curls. Pros: I can brush from underneath, to provide extra lift and volume at my roots, more comfortable than a standard iron for my carpal tunnel, Since there's no pinch and hold motion that causes strain to my wrist, my hair feels less dry and damaged than when I use my iron. Easy to use, faster straightening time. With my regular iron, I usually needed close to 30 minutes to straighten my hair. With this brush, it took me less than 20 minutes. Cons. I was under the impression that only the plate beneath the bristles would get hot, but the device itself gets pretty hot. As long as you hold the handle you're fine, but don't touch the entire top part of the brush, otherwise you'll get burnt. A bit heavier than I imagined it would be, definitely heavier than my standard iron. Doesn't get hair stick straight, but it's straight enough for me. Wish the LCD screen was on the bristle side, so I can lay the device down flat on the counter. Overall, I'm very happy with this purchase. NSV Professional Heat Protecting Cream with Argan Oil 4. As someone who using a hairdryer along with a 400-degree curling iron on my hair several times a week, I've come to appreciate a good heat protectant. Anytime I forget to use one for a long period of time, the effects eventually show up. Most of the protectants I've tried are sprays, so I was excited to try a cream instead. The NSV Heat Protecting Cream comes in a 4-ounce bottle. It's a thick, white cream, which has a slight scent, but only when checking for a scent. Had I just applied it, I would have thought it was unscented. Because it is thick, there is a bit of effort involved in fully spreading it throughout the hair, but I feel the thickness is justified since it is supposed to provide a layer for heat protection. The cream works well. After using it, I applied styling products as usual, and in the end my hair was soft and shiny, which makes sense since it contains argan oil. There was no residue or sticky feeling left behind once the hair was dry. My hair also didn't feel heavy, which I was a bit worried about since it's so thick and my hair is fine. I feel it worked great for what it was meant to do. It is also not tested on animals. The only thing I wish the company would provide is a bit more direction in how to use the product. It simply says to apply before using heat on your hair, not whether it should be used on damp or dry hair, or either. It also says for best results use it with their hair serum, but again, not in which order to apply the products. I simply used it based on how I've used heat protectants in the past, on damp hair and before styling products. I disclose that I received a discount on this product in exchange for a fair and honest review, but my opinion is my own and I only rate based on my personal experience with the product. Overall, this is a good product for those whose hair is abused with heat, and I would recommend it.